due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What, does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence. Forced out to his left. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Now Lawrence to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. 22 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
That's to his running back, complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The tackle credited to Deshaun Elliott, the safety. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Lawrence will throw. And a dump off here to Robinson. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it. The
touchdown! It's complete. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. They go play action now. Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, Beltran. They'll get 3 up to midfield.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Throw caught there by Willis. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run on first down. Beltran. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They run the counter. Beltran. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
4th down. Here's Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. On first down, Beltran. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Lawrence's throw is caught here by Anderson. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. They'll run with Etienne. And trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run here with Robinson. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. So this game of ours, Charles, you know, the talk of the NFL world all week. 2 unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while. But 2 teams like this, and I remember in preseason, you looked at schedules and said, I think these 2 are on a collision course. It'd be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. A handoff for Etienne. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Jaguars. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
First and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right before him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, will kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Yeah, this ball game clearly the game of the year so far. It's not very often that you find 2 unbeaten teams playing each other this late in the season, but that's what we have here. 2 heavyweights in the NFL.
You're right about that, and you think about recent memories, so let's take a little ginkgo right now and go down memory lane, right? 2007, 7-0 Colts, 8-0 Patriots. The Pats won 24-20, ended up going 16-0 in the regular season before they lost in the Super Bowl against the Giants. How about 2015? 6-0 Broncos, 6-0 Packers. Denver won 29-10. And in 2020, Steelers and Titans were both 5-0. Pittsburgh won that one.
Jackson's throw complete there to McLeod.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
51 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. They go play action with Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. Play action. Now Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. It's Anderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
60 yards.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Anderson. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Now Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution, because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. This is caught by Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
2nd down and 5. Here's Lawrence. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. It's a throw again as Lawrence. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
2nd down and goal. Lawrence. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown Jaguars. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson able to complete this one to McLeod. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Both these teams running through their final adjustments before they head out of the locker room. We're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, let's go back upstate to Jacksonville. And Brandon Guy.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They'll run on first down. Beltran, space to run past the 20. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing on second and long. Jackson finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the third. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
87 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Here's a give to Etienne. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And the tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. They're trying to find Chart, but it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and get a nice yardage.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Jackson to Bateman there. 1st down, Ravens. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Able to find Willis. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lawrence. Looking left side, and it's complete to Oliver. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. 97 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Making the catch, this is the tight end, Oliver. And he's got this down to the 35. A Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17. A shotgun snap and again to Etienne. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. They run. Robinson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
And Sharp calls it in. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That his 1st catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. They'll run with Etienne. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 2nd and goal, Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with Etienne. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And this is going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Play action. It's Jackson rolling to his left. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards there for number 15. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a 1st carry for their fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Jackson now. And this one's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
this thing on 4th down. They go play action now. Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
94. Get the mic. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Check 52.
General West.
Check 52's the mic.
You ain't doing nothing. Hey, Team 6. Team 6.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Now Lawrence to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
By 52, by 52. Come
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run it now with Robinson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Extra point tacked on. They will take a 7-point lead. And Lambo now after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Here's Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson. First down and more for Jackson. And down to the 29-yard line.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push. And what do they create? Space, and he takes off.